was 100 degrees as we sat beneath a willow tree whose tears didn't care. They just hung in the air and refused to fall, to fall. And I knew I made a horrible call, and now the state line felt like the Berlin Wall, and there was no doubt about which side I was on. 'Cause I built you a home in my heart with rotten wood. It decayed from the start. 'Cause you can't find nothing at all if there's nothing there all along. No, you can't find nothing at all if there was nothing there all along. Well, I braved treacherous streets and kids strung out on homemade speed, and we shared a bed in which I could not sleep at all. 'Cause at night the sun in retreat made the skyline look like crooked teeth in the mouth of a man who was devouring us both. You're so cute when you're slurring your speech. They're closing the bar and they want us to leave. And you can't find nothing at all. There was nothing there all along. No, you can't find nothing at all. There was nothing there all along. See, I'm a war of head versus heart. It's always this way. My head is weak. My heart always speaks before I know what it will say. Now you can't find nothing at all if there was nothing there all along. No, you can't find nothing at all if there was nothing there all along. No, you can't find nothing at all if there was nothing there all along. There were churches, theme parks, and malls, but there was nothing there all along. Hi, my name is Gravity Groove. Welcome to Not Safe for Work Magic. That was the first time I've sung that song. That was Crooked Teeth by Death Cab for Cutie. Singing the last request made me listen to a few songs from that band, and so I sang another one. So I believe we are at one win to get into Diamond. So of course we're going to fail horribly. You know the drill here. We're going to try anyway, though. I kind of want to get into Diamond before I start messing around with Draft. And also, I'm just kind of killing time waiting for Quick Draft to get here. It usually takes 2 weeks. We're going to play a couple regular drafts because we have a draft token and a pretty large amount of gems. So we can play a few traditional drafts to try to figure out what we're trying to do here. But I don't generally like to dive in at the full price because I'm trying to build a set. Maybe Strixhaven is not the best set to be building because it is considered a lower powered set. In terms of standard, but who knows? Like, we don't know if it's going to end up being powerful compared to future sets, or if there are going to be a lot of linchpin pieces in the future. And also, we are going to need all the lands eventually, probably, and that's at least 20 rares there. So we are going to have to open up a fair amount of these, and we can't really just burn 20 wildcard rares just for the lands. So I feel like it's a decent set to collect just because the lands are going to be necessary. We're not getting a lot of historic quality cards out of going for that, but you know, I think we're going to have to. We have made minor changes to our Temur deck, which we tend to tweak on the regular. And the changes we made recently was we put 2 Perforos Intervention in. I find this interesting because it allows me to play more removal in the main because it only costs 1, so it meets the odd requirement. But for 1 and 1 any other, you get to deal X twice, so it effectively is a deal 2 for 2 mana, or a deal 4 for 3 mana. So it's fairly versatile in that regard, and I like that for 2 mana I can kill something in the aggro matchups, as well as it's just a reasonable finisher. If you can get to a point where your opponent is low, you now have Goldspan Dragon as a haste threat and potentially Perforos Intervention as a possible kill condition to finish them off. You also still have the 5 counters main deck. We went back up to those. And we have slightly tweaked the sideboard. We still have the 4 Scorching Dragonfires. And we are down to 2 additional counter spells. Only 7 total rather than 8. We have a red cap in here because it's good in the mirror. Only 1 Soul Seer and 1 Shadow Spear. I could see going up to 2 Soul Seers at some point. I also think this is a card that's good in the mirror. But for now, we're trying 1 Shadow Spear still in the sideboard and no longer in the main. This could be a card, again, that's good in the mirror and good in situations where you're racing. Let's hope we just get a playable 7 and maybe have a decent time. It would also be nice to start on the play for once. Our last 3 or 4 games have all been on the draw. We lose the coin flip a lot on this channel. A lot. Cool. So I see no companion. So this is probably aggro. Lovestruck Beast is so good against aggro. I think we're just going to have to hope we draw out. Lovestruck is a great first play. We also curve out really nicely. We get to foretell, play this, and then play this. Okay, we've drawn not a land, so that's good. Don't know what our opponent is doing yet. But if it's Fabled Passage, it's probably not mono red or white. Okay, some sort of control deck. I guess we're just playing the Lovestruck Beast. Would like to not draw land for a while, though. We are successfully under them at the moment. This would be a good place for a glass casket for them, though. Well, that was a really good place for Doomscar for them as well. I guess we'll grab the blue. Plan to just flash in our Brazen Borrower. Yeah, looks like a Gandalf deck. Jeskai. This is not a meta deck, whatever it is. Rowan, Scholar of Sparks. Instants and sorceries cost 1 less. Deal 1 damage to each opponent. You get an emblem. The question here is, if we let this resolve, can we flash in Brazen Borrower to kill it, or do we just counter it? I'm going to hope we can flash in the Brazen Borrower.
A fight. I've learned lots of these from artists.
Drawing another land is extremely bad.
Hell, a challenge
Extremely
means
bad.
I need more work.
So, I guess green. Kind of flooding out right now. Just big weird control deck. We could stake hens, that might be good enough. But being that we really have no idea what we're playing against, hens could just get blown up. That's another henge. I guess we don't have a lot of choices here, huh? Okay. It's actually really good for us because we have two of them. Shields are, of course, down now. Not much we can do about that. We've drawn 8 lands, which is pretty terrible. Pretty terrible. Narset, that's going to kill our threat, and that will probably sew up the game for us. Well, for them. Yeah, that'll probably be the end of the game. So it's Planeswalker control. Yep. And another land. Yeah, we can't win. It's just too many dead draws. Too many dead draws, folks. We only have 17 land left in the deck, with 14 cards drawn. It's pretty terrible.
Consider the future, then.
Sure. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Damn it. Guess we're just playing this, playing the land next turn. Wow. Yep. Still flooding our ass off. Yep. Very good. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lands drawn. 11 lands drawn in 18 cards. I said this was going to happen. Like, every time I'm in a spot where I can actually get to diamond, this is how it goes. So 18 cards, 11 land, 7 other. 3.8%. 3.8% to happen. cool. Just useless. Third henge. Holy fuck! Counter me, daddy. I hate blue mages. I hate blue mages so much. Like, how is this fun? Great. I don't even want to play the whole game out. I just want to concede right now. I'm just not having any fun. But I'm stuck playing it because I need to try to win for the diamond. Oh, standard is just so shitty right now. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 or 6 counter spells? Land left in our deck of 34 cards. So now we're going to get Screw instead of Flood. Sure. Yeah. Grew instead of flood this time.
I'll win by blade or by bolt.
Great.
Fear won't hold me back. Art and combat aren't so different.
Yep. Yep. Right on time, game. Right on time. I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, I can't catch a break in this game when it comes to variance. I just get shit hammered at every possible fucking turn, and nothing I do or say can affect it at all. I just lose. Here we've got Edgewall Lovestruck turn 2. Probably against aggro, could be the black-white Strix aggro. Sure. Might be cooking something next turn. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna Great Henge. This might be enough of a lead in terms of resources. Interesting. Looks like he's under a little pressure here. we play Lovestruck Beast to have another token to sacrifice? I think we do. We've got a counter if he's got a big sweeper. This one should be over. Okay, so tokens, shenanigans, etc. Probably want the Scorching Dragonfires. Probably don't want all the top end. Don't want the Mystic Disputes. It does have some stuff that brings back graveyard permanents. Maybe we do want a Klothys in there. I'm going to leave a couple Sod Cummings in there as well. Do I want the other Goldspan or do I want the other Henge? I haven't seen a lot of these lists yet. I know of it, but they're not really standardized yet. Kind of all over the place. So we have a couple 2-mana plays regardless of how we draw out, but we are going to need to hit a land within a couple turns for this to not go pear-shaped. We have a lot of Bone Crushers in here too, which are going to be particularly good in this matchup if we can find any of them. Yeah, let's run this play back. Okay. Just intervention that. Yeah, I don't want him to start making stuff. Not really saving the mana for anything. Yes. Am I sure? It's weird that it would prompt me to be sure for a destroy spell. Maybe it's because of the ward? Yeah, the closest I suppose would be good against the Woest Rider as well. Oh, we've got a claim. Yeah, I mean, you got me. If I would have cast Lovestruck Beast, I would have got the card. That kind of sucks. Now I think we just Scorching Dragonfire and Borrower the token. This way he has nothing to sacrifice for Plum. Starting up for the big Plum, which can't really be counterspelled, so that is important to consider. Klothys or Lovestruck Beast? I think we just start getting Klothys. Another land here would be great, which would allow us to Bone Crusher and Lovestruck, but I suppose we could... Is there land in the graveyard? No, there's no lands in the graveyard. Can't get the mana that way. Big plum. Kind of what we expected was going to happen. I've already made the mistake trying to counter this, but having not played against Storm in a million years, I forgot it wouldn't really accomplish anything. Can't really counter Plum. So I think now the play is kill this. And remove it from existence. And yep. Do we want to hold up Bone Crusher or saw it coming Foretell? We're probably going to get something to Bone Crusher here. He's got a lot of things with 2 toughness. The 3-2, the 2-2, the other 3-2. Huh. Okay. Still missing land pretty continuously here. We can just flash in the Brazen Borrower if we want. Oh, he did absolutely nothing with all that mana. That's good for us. So you got like Agim's Awakening. There's not a lot of stuff in there to get back. Another Woe Strider. Looks like we're probably going to run back the same play again. So, do we Bone Crusher here, or do we Brazen and then do the Bone Crusher at upkeep again? I like that plan better. Sure. Holy fucking lack of land, Batman. We're now at 14 cards drawn. With 4 land. No, 16 cards drawn. Sorry. 3.8% chance. Amazing how we got to have a 3.8% chance back to back to back. Incredible. Incredible, one might say. Oh, fuck. Holy fuck, man. Yeah. Holy fuck. Really, we have a virtual 30 land in our deck. Keep that in mind. We have a virtual 30 land. I'm only counting 26 because there are 26 actual lands in the deck. We have a virtual 30 because we run 4 fucking goddamn fucking elephants. Fuck! Didn't matter. Jesus Christ. And if you didn't know why this show is called Not Safe for Work Magic, now you know. And if you don't know, now you know. Good Lord. Do I have the stamina? The emotional energy to try one more time? I'm going to try for you folks. Horn of Failure. Oh, come on, Henry. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that so much. Oh, fuck. Okay, Sultai, probably. I go first. Edgewall into nothing is probably not going to do it, so... If we draw some lands, this could be good. If we draw some lands, this could be good. But we got a 2-lander twice. Fuck my fucking life. I don't know why it always happens, folks. I really don't. I just can't play fair games of Magic. Just these absolute variance, one-sided fuckfests where I get completely and utterly screwed every time I get up to Diamond. It's like it's coded into the game. It's like it's hard-coded into the game. We mulligan to mediocre hand. And, well, no red mana. But it is something. Are we playing the blue? Yeah, I guess we're playing the blue. We have Sod coming or Brazen Borrower here if we want it. We probably want a Brazen Borrower in most circumstances, considering we've essentially created no pressure. This could be a Shadow's Verdict, but it would be a pretty weak one. Okay. That's new. That's really good. It's got a really good rate, actually. Continuing to brick on red. Hopefully he just goes for the ultimatum here. But this deck has so many tools. Once they get to this much mana, one counterspell is definitely not enough, and our start was way too slow. We had very limited information when we had to decide if we wanted this to be red or blue. That's fine. He's checking for a counterspell. Take the card you can't deal with. Makes sense. Buys the Orion. No. Shadow's Verdict. That would survive. Sure. Does not look like we're going to be able to win this one. We get to bring in a couple more counterspells for the second, but like these matchups are so momentum based that if you don't have momentum, you really can't win. So we'll just play out our Bone Crusher. We're dead to either that or Ultimatum, so I don't really feel like we had good choices there. So he probably takes 4 if he wants the other land. Oh, I kind of figured he would have wanted the land. Yeah, if you got it, you got it. Yeah, they always have it. Always have it, folks. Plus, every time we get to Diamond, every time we get to the match to get into Diamond, you know what's going to happen. You know we're just going to lose horribly. There is no other possible result. No other possible result, folks. I don't know why it is that way. I don't know why it has to be that way. But that's the way it always is. I tried. I tried valiantly in this coin flip simulator to arbitrarily increase my stature. But my play skill is just that poor that I cannot overcome the 2 landers and the 93 landers that keep coming my way. Oh boy. Must be nice to be a pro and be so good that you just always draw good mana and get to play the game. Man, it's hard to imagine how much better someone like LSV is than me, where he just draws the exact cards he needs. Okay. We have a clock and all our colors. I guess that's okay. Just kind of hoping we don't flood from here. Play out a Mammoth. Love Struck Beast on turn 2 and probably on 3. No counterspell. Maybe we want to go Clothis. Yeah, I actually think we want to go Clothis then. I don't have anything to chew on yet, but I do want to sneak it under counter magic. guess this, because we can always play the Mammoth if we need the other green. Sure. Seems like a desperation move. We now have the option to eat his Fable Passage to power out the Goldspan. Straight for Yorion, huh? Now that we have that, we have double green for Henge. I want another mana for Henge. Let me just hit him for 2. I'm going to hold off one more turn on this. Oh wow, he's just toast. Could have played the Mammoth out there, but Colossus felt pretty decent there. There's going to be a lot of times that it doesn't feel good, so we're just going to leave it at 1, but I wonder if I should have one of the interventions in there too. Intervention kills... oh wow, it kills Tibalt, it kills Vorinclex. Let's kind of kill some of their finishers. Let's go with an intervention instead of Colossus on the draw. A little more reactive. Most of the time they're playing those, being able to target them doesn't matter. But there are fringe cases where they're just playing a naked Vorinclex or a naked Tibalt without resolving a Cruel. I think those times are when the removal spell could be useful. Or just make a big token and finish him. So he's got his acceleration. Oh no, just don't. Okay. No Wolf Willow. I think we stomp here. Make sure we have an optimum play for turn 3. I guess now that we have the Mammoth and double green, we actually just foretell this, so that if he has Predation, he doesn't get to steal our counterspell. Then we can play this, and Fable Passage for a fairly big hit. If he doesn't remove this here, he's going to eat 7 next turn, which is a pretty big cost. We're into the 5 mana range, which will allow us to cast these things and hold this up indefinitely. Eat to Extinction. I don't think I've seen that play in a very long time. So, he screwed up my plan. Dang it. Keep up the counterspell, Flash and Brazen Borrower. Not really sacrificing any tempo. Counterspells this, that's pretty fine. He has been protecting his life total really well. Keep thinning the deck of lands here. Sure. I think a henge would be good right about now. Find the Orion. That is something we need to counterspell. It would be nice to get a Mystic Dispute from here. We've got 6 other counterspells in the deck. This is definitely a matchup where I'm regretting only having 7 instead of 8. Shadow's Verdict. He's 1 mana away from Ultimatum. We have to let it go. Not a choice I'm very happy I have to make, but it's fine. I guess another blue. That sucks a lot. That sucks a whole lot. That's probably game. That's probably game. Damn. Well, we were close, folks. He still has Gargaroth in there? You can buy Yorion and... Oh, he's going maximum greed, huh? There are a couple draws that would let us win this one, but not a lot. What?
The future is within you. There's still time for my plans.
Okay. I don't really understand. Okay, so
Focus on the future.
brutal. Absolutely brutal. So now he can just -8 and cast his Cruel Ultimatum for the ult? Wow.
The future is not yet decided.
Yep. Sorry, folks. Can't do it. It's not possible. We tried, and we're going to give up. This has been Not Safe for Work Magic here with your host, Gravity Groove. If you have enjoyed watching me get absolutely bodied by RNG, then please consider liking, subscribing, or leaving a comment down below about how much my luck sucks. It's real bad. Yeah. If there's any plays you would have made that you think would have changed the outcome of those matches, you're wrong. But let me know in the comments below because, hey, maybe I fucked up. Maybe I missed the line. I don't think I did. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I do hope you will see us again as we continue to be unhappy and get curb stomped by life. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Boom.